Welcome to the Goddess Show podcast, voices of visionary women, inspiring female leaders by interviewing amazing guests to encourage us all to rise up. Enjoy. Hello and welcome to the Goddess Show podcast, voices of visionary women, inspiring female leaders. And today I'm really excited to welcome Kelly Kingston. Welcome to the show, Kelly.
Oh, thank you, Tula. It's so exciting to be here.
I'm so glad. I'm going to tell our listeners and viewers all about you. But before I do, I have to say you look gorgeous in those colours.
Thank you. This is a Sonia Stradiato outfit.
Oh, lovely. I love it. Love it. So for our listeners and viewers, Kelly Kingston is a global wellness visionary, speaker and educator dedicated to guiding women to grow powerful, aligned businesses. She's the founder of a world-first, multidimensional ecosystem designed to support women across business, well-being, leadership and personal growth. Kelly's work integrates emotional intelligence, self-leadership, and strategic development to create sustainable, scalable, more to the point, success. So welcome again, Kelly.
And thank you.
Yeah, I mean, this is amazing. What you do sounds very holistic, but also super powered, and I love it. So I can't wait for our interview. And but first up, I'm going to start with quite a personal question, because I think it will inspire all the women watching the show or listening to the show. So the first question I have for you is, what would you say are some of the biggest personal obstacles you've overcome on your way to success, and how did you do it?
There's been so many different times in my life that I've been at a personal pivotal turning point in my life. And I would say that one would have been when I identified over people pleasing. And the area of where we go when we over people please is an aspect of neglecting our power from within and then navigating that into a different direction. So when we find ourselves people pleasing externally is giving our power away, one, and two, it is identifying that we don't have enough confidence in ourselves to attract the right people so that we don't have to people please in this space. So how did I overcome this? I became the most confident, most driven, most successful person that I knew in my circle, and strived to be the best version of myself, so that I didn't have to think that I needed to people please anymore, because I had done it literally my whole life in different areas. So that's one of the situations.
That's actually quite a big one, isn't it? Because, I think that our listeners and viewers can, a lot of them can relate to that, people pleasing. And I have to say, even for myself, starting off in my past life, as I now put it, as an actor, I would go, when you go for an audition, you're in front of several stakeholders that all have to make a decision about you. And the worst thing, and I suffered from the same thing myself, where I would go into an audition and then come out and think, oh my God, what is this person thinking? What is that person thinking? And it can literally drive you crazy. And at the end of the day, I think the more that you build your self-worth and your confidence, the less you are subject to people pleasing and what people think. I mean, some people will like you, some people won't like you. And it doesn't matter, because you know who you are. And so thank you so much for sharing that, because I think it's something that a lot of us probably have done or do, and it's a big one. Thank you.
No, you're welcome.
So Kelly, tell us about your business. I mean, I did describe what you do, but just for our listeners and viewers, possibly thinking about embarking on, a journey of their own in entrepreneurship, what were the first few steps you took to get your business up and running?
Yeah, so being a visionary and a creator profile, I was always dibble-dabbling in all sorts of different ideas until I kind of just really solidified where I wanted to go. And so the first thing that I did in my real business was create a plan. So I created a business plan that supported my vision, my mission, my strategies, my pricing, my products, everything that I needed to be clear on what I wanted to deliver. Okay. The second thing was a forecast projection, a cash flow. I needed to know my figures. I needed to price myself into the market, because as women, we tend to, and I've seen this so much, and I'll give you some statistics in a second about how women don't price themselves into the market. And then what they do is they go, oh, but my community can't afford that. And so then they lower their prices. That then depreciates the work that other women are doing that are in the market, that have priced themselves accordingly. And then it just all turns into a bit of pear-shaped. And when women don't price themselves into the market, I believe they don't have the confidence in asking for that much money in the first place, because they're not used to that. And then thirdly, women have a scarcity energetics. And so in my business, I have created a platform that eliminates all of that for a woman to fully step into her transformational space to ask for exactly what she is worth. And all of the other emotional intelligences and all the triggers and the self-worthy issues and all the belief systems get left behind, because when she does the work, all the inner work, without all the shadows, without all the self-sabotaging, without any of all of that, and stands in her true power, she can offer nothing less. Okay? Or otherwise, she's doing herself an injustice. Now, let's get to the statistic aspects of how women are not successful in business and why. So a woman doesn't be successful in business because she lacks her purpose or her passion, because she knows that, right? It's the core of her being that pushes her, and every time she wakes up in the morning and her feet land on the ground, when she jumps out of bed, is going, oh my gosh, what can I do to make myself and be in social media, have omnipresence, create a different program that nobody else is doing? How am I going to make myself stand out? Now, statistics state that every 3 years in Australia, there's over 1,096,000 women that start a business in that 3 year.
Staggering number, isn't it?
Yeah, in that 3 year cycle. At the end of the 3 year cycle, there's 1% of those women that make $1 million in their business. And so let's bring these down to the numbers. So it's an estimated 1,096 women, okay, that actually make it past $1 million.
That's absolutely staggering, isn't it? That's
yeah. Then we have a gap of 800,000 plus women that either drop by the wayside, or they're just being comfortable, right? So my work that I bring, I want to support those 800,000 plus women that have started a business that don't know how to grow their business over and above where they're currently at.
Fantastic. That's absolutely wonderful. And thank you to Kelly for sharing your first few steps, because having a business plan really identifies and qualifies exactly what the business is, where it's going, what the projections are. And I think that also, I want to say that having a forecast really makes it makes it real, because it's all very well to have a dream, have a vision, have a purpose, but if you don't have the actual statistics, everything you need, step by step by step, then that's how I imagine 800,000 women fail in their business. And it's also, I think, the fact that what you said about no, what was it? I wanted to talk about that because it was so important, and it's just left now, but it'll come back.
The statistics?
No, it wasn't the statistics. It was something else you said. Oh, yes, about the pricing. Oh my God, the pricing.
Yeah.
And I can personally, having started my very first company at the age of 52, I mean, God, what did I know? I went on a huge learning curve, and I too faced the same thing. Well, my community can't afford it, blah, blah, blah. What do I do with the pricing? And it doesn't only devalue, perhaps I think our own belief about ourselves and what we're doing, but I think too that the lower you price what you have to offer, the least value people see in it. So they have to put their skin in the game. The more you give away, the less skin in the game we put into something. Don't you agree?
Yeah, and it's all about pay to play, right? Because if you don't pay, you don't pay attention.
Yes, perfect. I love that. That would be like a catchphrase, a meme or something. That's fantastic. Love it. Okay, so tell me, why do you think we all have our purpose, our why, the reason we go to bed, the reason we wake up, it's the first thing in our mind. I get that. But why do you think you're so passionate about it?
I am so passionate about it because I went through it myself, obviously. And now knowing the statistics in and around why women are so passionate about what they do and the reason why they don't succeed past the 3-year threshold of $1 million, I'm passionate to reach those 800,000 women that want to be more successful where they are currently at and then upgrade every single area. Now, when we price ourselves into the market, it's our crown. It's how we are seen in the industry, our chosen industry that we want to be seen in. So if you're not pricing yourself into the market properly, how can you be seen wearing the crown of your chosen field, of the purpose that you have, been gifted for this lifetime to allow other people to see you, okay? Because people are waiting. People are waiting for other women to show up that have had a similar journey to support them in up-leveling every area of their life. And so if they don't put that crown on straight, okay, not to the side, not to the back, not to the front, but put the crown on so it fits perfectly in the perfect precision, then how can they be the best versions of themselves?
And how can they share their gift with the world? And how can they raise their vibration to match? I mean, it all makes perfect sense. And in actual fact, when I think about it, it's why I believe that every single woman has the birthright of being a goddess.
Yeah.
A goddess, which is embracing all of who we are and standing in our authentic power. Yeah. So I love that. Thank you for sharing that. So having said all that, okay, let's talk about your challenges. What have been some of your biggest challenges so far?
Yeah, some of my biggest challenges have been knowing how to sell the products that I have. So I have this unique knack of raising funds. Okay, so
God. What a problem.
So I can raise a lot of money to start projects. Okay, so from concept, My business is called Happy and Well, and Happy and Well is the multidimensional ecosystem that allows women to grow from within into their business to align them to get paid what they're worth. Okay. And we do a lot of internal work, external work, business planning, the whole works. It's a holistic process. And so when we get to a pivotal point, let me just feel into this again.
So
I lost
challenges.
The challenges. Okay, yeah. So when they get to
how to do it.
Sorry, I missed that last bit.
It's about your own challenges, how you overcame them, and how you did it. Yeah.
Yeah. So I believed in myself 100%. Okay. So from concept, I created a pitch deck and put myself in front of investors because I needed funding. Okay. I had already funded different projects previously and was not in a foreseeable cash position to be able to launch this next area of my life. So I said, well, I'm going to use other people's money to position myself into the market. And so I raised $350,000 in 1 year to bring.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, to bring Happy and Well to life. But what I didn't do is I didn't test and trial my products.
Okay. So would you say that was a challenge?
No, because I didn't know at that particular point in time because I had a business coach and I had a business partner and that wasn't even on any of our agendas. It wasn't spoken about. I'm saying that the challenge was selling my products after the creation of that because it wasn't tested and trialed and because it's
market tested.
Yeah, and because it is so encompassing and it's all in one place and people go, oh, you can't have it all, right? You can't have me from A to Z and take me from here to here from an internal, self-led, self-governing business platform, the whole works. And I'm sort of like, well, you can because I've created it. And so that challenging thing was knowing that I had a suite of products but I had to sell one thing and one thing well. That was my challenge.
How did you overcome it? Tell me.
So I then spent a further lot of money and I'm still getting grants and getting other financial support because I didn't have a consistent clientele base regularly buying my product. So I had to kind of create a source of funds that was going to support the vision, that hairy, big, audacious vision in the background. So I then went to different professionals in the marketing and sales in space and spent a lot of money when they gave me absolutely nothing.
Oh, no.
So,
that's
nothing.
The thing too. It's trial and error, isn't it? Really?
It is. And then I have now come to the fact that I needed to have one program, one workshop program that brings the lot together to then have that one funnel to then have the products in the background where they then choose where their next market or I as an advisory person, and it's really very kind of precarious using the word advisory because it's adding advice and if you don't have your public indemnity and the insurances to support giving advice, then I highly recommend that you do so because if you give the wrong advice, people will come back at you for whatever reasons and blame you on so many different levels. So it's knowing when you go to market before you spend all your money, knowing what your clients need.
Yes. Well, market testing, I mean, it makes perfect sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
And the thing is too, sorry to interrupt you, but I'm thinking the thing is too, that it is, you work on a personal, holistic level right up to the business, the nuts and bolts of business, and expanding and scaling. And I just thought I relate to this as well, because my own program is personally and professionally empowering, and it's to give women access to their purpose and passion so that they can start their business. But the reason for that, what I'm trying to say is I've kind of faced the same issue, but I think what's important here is to stress that as women entrepreneurs, we do have to, in most cases, I don't want to generalize, but we do actually have to get into those personal aspects and heal anything that gets in the way, like confidence, which is a big one. It's the number one underlying issue, right? Yeah. How can we progress to start a business if we don't take care of our personal empowerment, our personal development first? I think we need it as women, potentially more than say men would.
Absolutely. And this is a whole new topic, but we have the integrated circuit system of masculine and feminine energies. And so women are wired from birth differently from men.
Yes.
And so the internal circuit for women is gut, heart, head. And the internal circuit system for men is head, heart, gut.
Yes.
And so for majority of our life, we are told that we need to go head, heart, gut, which goes against the instincts of who we are generalized from energetic, cellular, sovereign, divine, feminine beings. But we're not going to go there because that's a whole nother topic. So
Yes,
what I would really love is that knowing who we are as women is really, really important.
Yes.
But to get started in business, it's like building a house. If you don't create the foundational aspects on what your business is growing on, your business will collapse. It will fall down, and you will have absolutely nothing left when you have a bad day, or you get sick, or something happens in your life because you haven't healed the internal aspects of triggers, emotional distortion, the misalignment processes between your internal circuit systems, and all of that. So it's nearly almost critical to have a business plan, to know your numbers before you even get started, to then create all the other platforms that you need to get your message out there.
And, I don't want to put our listeners and viewers off by thinking, oh, my gosh, this sounds so overwhelming. What it is a step at a time, but knowing the right steps, right? The right steps to get there. And that's why this is so important. So thank you so much for sharing that. That's so important. So the next question I have for you, because we are running out of time, is what is the best advice you've received recently, Kelly?
Oh, yeah. Okay. That's really cool. I think I've had this message delivered to me in a whole heap of different ways, but the one that really solidifies with me is we don't work with people if they don't back themselves. So they actually have to back themselves to do business with them first and foremost.
Yeah.
So if you want to create a collaboration, and I've learned this firsthand, I want to be able to create a women's collaborative business and self-led personal ecosystem where women can be seen exactly where they're at in their life. Okay. But if they're not going to back themselves,
if they're not going to do the work or financially.
No. It's definitely financially to start off with, okay? They have to pay to play. And if they don't pay to play, they're not backing themselves. So I will never do business with another woman that is not going to back herself.
Okay, well, that's great. That's great advice, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. And if you want to carry other women, that then takes an element of your confidence, your well-being, your worthiness, your belief issues as holding these women. And a great analogy is you're the tugboat in the rough waters.
Yeah, exactly.
when you're meant to be the lighthouse, right?
Exactly.
So then they're coming towards you. So I changed a lot about how I wanted to be the savior, where I'm not the savior anymore. I'm
Oh my God, you can relate to that. My friend used to say to me, Tula, you're like a bus. People get on and then you help them and then they just get off and they just
That's a good analogy.
Okay. So Kelly, thank you for that. That was awesome. Tell me just a couple, because we literally have 5 minutes left, so I'm going to race through these last questions. Okay.
Yep.
Don't tell me why, but just a couple of favorite business tools, resources that you use, that you love.
Okay. I love Canva.
Canva, love it.
Yeah, I love Canva. ChatGPT. So I have like 3 different tools of AI that I use in that space. And my last one, oh my gosh, it would have to be what's that? CapCut for my videos.
Beautiful, thank you. Okay, next question. Quickly running through now. Are you currently running any promos, contests, or giveaways?
So I have a giveaway. I will give you my Linktree link, and I have a free e-magazine that supports the woman in 4 areas of her life that she can actually get started in. And the first one is coming back to your breath. The second one is taking full responsibility. Okay,
That's
go.
Perfect. Gorgeous.
Yep.
Okay, so next question. There's 2 left.
Yep.
What advice would you give to other aspiring female entrepreneurs?
Oh my gosh. Create a plan. Create your business plan. If you don't know how to create a business plan, DM me, message me, and I will support you. Know your numbers before you even get started, so you know how much money that you need to get started in your business to move forward.
Fantastic.
Definitely.
That's fantastic. All right. Last but not least, how can we connect with you, Kelly?
So I am on all the social media platforms. I will give you my Linktree, and everything is on my Linktree mini landing page. So anyone can connect with me, reach out, message me. I'm here to be of service.
Oh, thank you so much, and thank you for that beautiful resource that you're offering for our listeners and viewers. Just one last question. When people connect with you on social media, etc., are you under your name, Kelly Kingston, or are you under the company name, or what's your user?
I've got everything there. I've got the company and I've got my individual name. So it's easy to find. Kelly Kingston Official is my personal, and then Happy and Well Today is my business.
Awesome. Thank you so much for joining us today, Kelly. It's been an absolute joy, and I wish you amazing success. And thank you to our listeners and viewers for joining as well. Bye for now.
Bye. Thank you so much.
Thank you for tuning in to the Goddess Show podcast. We hope you've enjoyed it. And if you did, feel free to like, subscribe, share, and we look forward to seeing you next time.